All right, everybody, welcome back to Franklin Outdoors. Today we're working on sides for my 6x10 trailer. So I've had a lot of different thoughts about what I want to do, but I want to make them removable, but I don't want to make them easily removable, so I can just take out a few screws, pull them off, but I don't have to worry about how stable they are when they're on. I don't have stake sides, just normal, just angle. So I'm gonna time lapse most of it, and I'll talk through different parts. But basically, what I'm gonna do, this is just 5/4 board, just decking. I think I got like $73 in wood, and I had the screws in my shop. So it's 5/4 board and 2x4s. I cut the 2x4s 16 inches tall. The sides on my trailer are a foot tall, so I want it to be just a little less than 2 feet, but I don't have to worry about stuff falling out of the side. But I just put a piece at each post, or almost each post, and then I'm gonna do them across the front and down that side. So I'll talk through kind of what my thinking is, then I'm gonna time lapse building it, and we'll talk through any changes that I make. So for the removable part, and what's gonna really hold it in, is I'm gonna put a 2x4 from the inside here. I'm gonna screw to that 2x4, but it's gonna overlap this angle on the back, and I'm gonna screw to this one and overlap this. So these pieces of angle, the openings face each other. So to remove the back, all you have to do is remove that 2x4 there, 2x6, whatever I ended up using, and then be able to pick it up. But so to actually remove the sides, I made it to where it's all the way to the back. You have to take the gate off, or just let the gate down, pick up on the side, and remove it. So I'm gonna kind of time lapse now. I got to figure out how I'm gonna work the front there. But just to kind of give you a general idea of how I'm sandwiching that together. So it's just, like I say, 5/4 board, 2x4s, 1-inch screws, maybe some 2-inch screws on this 2x4 here, not many. We'll see. All right, so I forgot to mention it's all treated lumber. So the 2x4 will go like this. And there is a little bit of difference. Like I say, you got the angle there, so I've got some strips that I'd rip down, but I don't think I'm gonna worry that much about them being a little bit off. These are just 2-inch decking screws. Put 4 screws in total. And I just ran the bit through my fingers. That did not feel good at all. Let my finger go numb. Got a little star into my finger. Anyway, so that'll hold the back. Now I got to figure out how I'm gonna do the front. Talk through that in just a second. All right, so I'm gonna hang on trying to build a piece here. We'll go ahead and build the front part, and I think I can just build it to where I can attach the front pieces to the side pieces, and then put one piece across the center. So this angle faces each other. So I should be able to put 1 2x4 there. Kind of do the same and keep the bottom pulled in. So I'm gonna do that. We'll time lapse that, and we'll talk through some more. May change that also. All right, so slide changing plans. After I thought about it, I need to build this side because I want the front is going to it's going to overlap. Front piece is going to come in front of side piece. So all right, so I may or may not have been in the way, but all I'll do is clamp down the pieces down the side of the trailer at each piece of angle, laid the 5/4 board across the top, and just I put 4 screws. You can do 2 or whatever you want to do, but they're just 4 1-inch screws across the top. So now I'm gonna build the front. All right, so I forgot to push the cord a minute ago, but I put the other piece on the back corner. Now we're ready to do front. I just line up the outside edge with the closed part of the angle. Like I say, there's 16 inches for the 5/4 board to stick up above them. I really want 2x4 sticking up on the side, on the top. All right, so right here is kind of what I was talking about. I'm going to lock them together. So the reason to do the outsides first is so you get that full measurement from corner of this to the full other side where this board can overlap. So I'm going to actually screw this into that corner 2x4 and on the same on the other side and here. So this piece will be locked in to these sides and the sides will be locked into the front, which keep the fronts held out and into position. To get some longer, just 2-inch screws for the front. Gotta love Warped Lowe's lumber. All right, so I'm gonna put in the front corners 2-inch screws lengthwise into those 2x4s. That should hold it extremely well. All right, so that's the top rail. Getting dark on me, but I'll show you. I'm gonna have to move. That's the full top rail. And like I say, this is no drilling into the metal of your trailer. All this will be fully removable with all you have to take out is 2, 4, 6, 8 2-inch screws is all you have to take out to be able to remove these sides, and they'll be held in place in each corner. That back corner, oops, that back corner over there, backwards on my screen, that back corner, and each of these front corners, front board is fastened to that inside 2x4. So I'm gonna put an inside piece kind of in the center right there on both sides. Remember, that's a foot tall from the floor of the trailer to the top of that rail. I'm gonna kind of split the difference. I may set it down. I don't know. I have to play with it and see. And I'm debating on putting a piece on the inside around the top, but I'm trying to keep these from being a ton of excess weight on the trailer. So I want them to be functional, and from the outside looking in to be clean, but I don't want it to weigh a ton. So that's another reason I went with 5/4 board versus 2x6. They're heavy now, but they're gonna dry out and they'll be super light. So you could use a regular 1x6 or something like that, but the decking, like I say, all this wood was $73, so not too bad to put sides on your trailer, make it a little more functional. But yeah, I'm gonna speed it up, put the inside boards and see how it looks. Probably determine whether I want to put a top piece tonight or tomorrow. Anyway, kind of get the all right. So the inside piece cut a little bit tight because this wood is super wet. And they cut it a little too tight. You kind of see what we're doing here. Got a little dark on me a little earlier than what I thought. So this wood will shrink as it dries. One reason I cut it tight, so you wouldn't want to. You could leave a gap, but it just depends on what you want it to be. Once that wood dries out, and you can see the water running out of the. I don't know if you can or not, but anyway, there's water running out of that treated wood. It's so wet. All right, so all we got to do is cut a piece across the front, hold this in place. We'll take the clamps off. All right, so it's getting dark on me, but I'm gonna We'll go ahead and finish. I'll probably do another video tomorrow anyway on taking it off or the next few days. But anyhow, you'll get to see me loading it down. I do think I'm gonna put a piece across the top on the inside. And you could bolt this. I mean, you could drill the wood. Word to the wise, wood screws don't go through metal. So you could bolt at each location. You could put bolts through here, where you could. I mean, you could put wing nuts or something to make it easy. But anyhow, I got tons of wood screws laying around. I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty functional. Easy. Quick. Put this together in about an hour. But I think I'm going to put a piece on the inside up here just to kind of clean up the way it looks. So this board helps the outside looks. And it also has something to rest. So when you put them back in here, this board is resting on top of the angle. So we'll have to see. I'll see how much it weighs, but I mean, it doesn't look bad the way it is. But probably put a piece across the top, so it'll be 2 more 10-foot 5/4 board, and there was 1 more 8-foot. So these two, the only ones. So the outside was no cut, buying 10-foot wood. The front, I had to cut this one a little bit. This is 78 inches. And then this bottom piece ended up being 71 1/4 to go in inside 5/4 board to inside of 5/4 board. But it's right now it's just in place with nothing but a piece of wood across the front. There's 2x4. Sorry, it's dark on me. There's 2x4 there. That 2x4 on the back between the angle. And then there's the same on the other side. So I miscounted a minute ago. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. You have to take out 10 2-inch wood screws to fully remove the side. So 10 screws, and then you can pick up each section, each side and the front will stay together, and you can pick them up, set them off. I don't really see me taking them off a lot, but if I ever have the need to, I don't have to get an impact out and a wrench. All I literally have to have is an impact driver with a T25 bit. Take out, let's say, 12 screws. Put them in my pocket. Put them back in my screw bin and flip the sides off the trailer. So, and these sides will ride with the gate on and with the gate off. So get them where the gate will close. And this trailer was really bad about bouncing when it wasn't loaded. So hopefully this wood will clean that up a little bit. I'll unhook it tomorrow, and I got to move it around anyway. I'll get some wood and kind of give you an idea of my opinion on how much heavier it is. Like I say, it's being wet wood. It's going to be heavier now than what it'll be in 2 months or so once all this wood dries out and cures. So a lot of wood water weight, but anyhow, no drill, no metal drilling trailer sides. I don't really know of any good videos. I hadn't really looked for a lot of them, but this is just kind of something different. without stake sides. This will work on any utility trailer, that matter what size it is. 5 by 10, 5 by 8, 6 by 10, 6 by 12, 6 by 14. This principle is the same, and it'll work to enclose it. And like I say, once that wood cures, it's about as light as you can get it. So I'll do another video, like I say, tomorrow, loading it up, kind of show you what it ended up looking like. This is, like I say, not a big trailer, 6 by 10, but this will make it a lot more usable. Put a gas can, whatever, on the front. Anything I want it just ride in there loose. I don't have to worry about it flying out. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you do something a little different, if you saw something that I did that you might have done differently, and subscribe to the channel. Everybody have a good evening.